Record on this. All right. Good morning, guys. Welcome everyone to our Thursday morning virtual coffee mastermind. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Debbie Morrow. I founded the Real Estate Agent Referral Network and Marketing Tips Facebook group about 3.5 years ago now. And we are going strong at well over 270,000 members. And what I love about that group is it's so positive and uplifting, and you guys are sharing and helping each other and passing referrals. I see so many referrals going through there every day. I absolutely love it. So thank you all for just being part of such an amazing community. Um, on these morning calls, Thursday morning calls, it's my favorite day of the week. I love Thursdays because I get to hang out with all of you guys. Um, and what we do on these Thursday morning calls is we are all about relationship building. So I know I said it before we started recording, but if you could turn your camera on, please do so. And it's just so much easier to have a conversation with someone when you can actually see their face. Um, and yeah, so this morning's guest is going to share with you what he has been doing in the real estate industry. So I asked him yesterday, what year did you get your license? So I could put that in our newsletter. At 1975. Wow. Larry's had his license for a really long
Older
time.
than me.
And I bet he's just got a little bit of experience that he could share with us all. But I connected with Larry probably a year or two ago, and he showed me what he was doing kind of new in the real estate industry to really help realtors build their business. And that's what he's going to share with you guys today. So, Larry, I'm not going to take any more of your time. If you will, the call is all yours. I will make you a co-host so you can share your screen if you would like. But go for it. It's all you. Thank you.
Thank you, Deb, very much. At first, I'd like to say thank you to what you're doing for all the agents. It's really an amazing little platform you've built already, and we're happy to be a part of it. So thank you for the invite this morning, and welcome, everyone. My name is Larry Vecchio. I'm a broker in New Jersey. I've been in business for over 40 years. I have over 100 agents. And what I want to share with you this morning is something that I built for them that now we're actually thinking about expanding it out of our little network we have here. What I did, I'm known for, I'm probably the best. If you look in our marketplace in New Jersey here in Central Jersey, there's probably more companies run by people who work for me than any other broker in the area. When I was younger, that bothered me that they left, but later on, that as I got older, I learned that teaching people to be entrepreneurs is something I should be proud of. So I do feel good about that these days. So, but what I do, what I love is that I'm able to show new agents how to be successful in real estate. So what I did probably about 20 years ago, it was in the late 1999 that I actually started, because I just saw the December. It's funny, this week I got all my GoDaddy bills for all my renewals, all the domains that I have. And it was this week between Christmas and New Year's that I literally started doing this in 1999. And what I did is I looked at the real estate industry. I looked at my agents. What are they doing? What works? What doesn't work? What is a successful pattern that I could find? And what I found was that the top agents were typically known for a town or a section of a town. And I started to test people. I used to say, well, where do I'd ask an agent, where do they work? When they gave me multiple towns, I knew they weren't a top agent. When I talked to a top agent, they would tell me a town. And they sell anywhere, but they were focused on a town or even a section of a town. So the more I started looking at it, then back then I searched Google on what people were searching. And I found that the single most searched term in real estate was homes in. So I started looking at it a little further, and I realized that all those domains were available in New Jersey. So I ended up acquiring all the domains in New Jersey: homes in Princeton, homes in Cherry Hill, homes in homes in New Jersey.com. I got homes in United States.com, and I went a little crazy, but I have I have a lot of domains. But the concept was to build a community website. And what I've learned over the last couple of years doing this is that people care more about their community than any real estate company or agent. And the agent who can best position themselves to help their community will be the agent who gets the most referrals and can build a lasting business. And it's about referrals. I'm so frustrated about the lead system in general today. It makes me nuts that people spend all this money on leads. I think I saw a statistic the other day from Zillow about, I don't want to say like there's like 400 million or some crazy 400 million leads generated a year or something. And there's like let's say 4 million sales a year. So it's like 10 to 1 leads. And out of that 4 million sales, probably half are referrals. So you're down to 2 million sales. So when people are spending money on leads, it just makes me nuts. When you really look at it, the best lead is a referral. So what I think agents miss the boat on all the time is they spend so much energy trying to get leads versus building referrals. So when I started to look at what could I, and the other thing that drove me nuts was agents really didn't have a business plan. They have a business plan. Everybody gets these little charts and forms to fill out. But what is it you can do on a daily basis that can create referrals, insert yourself in the community, and then help you build that referral business? And the more we looked at it, we came up with this idea of the community website. So basically, we build a community website. Actually, what I could share, I'm going to share the screen here real quick. I'm going to show you a homes in Keyport. I'll just show you real quick. So we have, I'm typing too fast here. Hang on. You see that, Deb? Is that coming up? Good. So basically what we do is we build a community website. We insert your IDX. So most of our agents all have an IDX platform. We insert your IDX search right in the middle. We then feature only one agent per town. That's the other thing that drove me nuts about all these other real estate platforms, is that you're one of many. And the fact of being exclusive was very valuable to me. And if I were an agent, that's what I want. So we have basically room here for our partners, our mortgage, our title. We have a What's Your Home Worth button, a way to generate. More people will engage with Homes in Keyport than Larry Vecchio Realtor. So that's why we know this works. Okay, it doesn't work. We know it works. I can prove it over and over again. You do a post on Homes in Keyport, I get 10 times more response than I would if I posted for Larry Vecchio Realtor. Then down here we have links for our businesses. We can rotate them every month. We let them know that they're being featured. We also have a business directory that we built that people can put if you ever go to a B&I group or something like that. I'll show you that in a second. But basically, then we create a local guide that includes all our partners in the town. So that local guide can be downloaded. We can have it for our open houses, available to hand out at any time. We have a Facebook page and an Instagram page for each town. And this will load the events. We have an events page, and the events page has like a home buyer seminar or home seller seminar. More people reply to that because they think it's a community site versus a real estate company site. If Larry Vecchio runs a home buyer seminar and Homes in Keyport runs a home buyer seminar, guess who gets more people? So it's almost like becoming, I like to use the term secret agent, like you're a secret agent online, like you're using your community site to do that. Then we do a little story about the town. We create a town video. So that's basically our little overview of what we do. I know time-wise, and basically it's the other thing I wanted to just share with you real quick was this happened out of an accident. We had these interns from Monmouth University working for us, And they knew we were working with local businesses. So they said to me, Mr. Beck, why don't you build a business directory? So we built this business directory. It's called surfyourtown.com. And we own doctors in your town, lawyers in your town, restaurants in your town, contractors in your town. All those domains all point to this business directory. Well, about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, we started noticing we had businesses. There's 80,000 businesses have loaded their business on this business directory all over the country. And we were like, we're only in central New Jersey. Where are these people coming from? And it turns out when we looked, we started calling them. I said, one of the girls came in and said, Mr. Beck, we got these people in Arkansas, Kansas. And so we started calling them. I said, listen, I noticed you loaded your business on our business directory. And there seemed to be a pattern happening over and over again. And the pattern was that the business owner didn't put them on there. Their web developer did. They had just bought a new website. And the business developer who built their website added them to our business directory. So I ended up calling the web developers and I said, listen, I just want to know how you found my website. And they said to me, don't you know you're a Google domain authority? So I didn't even know what a Google domain authority was at the time. But because I own all these domains in New Jersey and I linked them to my business directory, Google sees this business directory with thousands of links. And it became a Google domain authority. So I'm like a Merchant Circle or an Angie's List. It's tremendous, and everybody here should feel free to put your business on here because it literally helps your Google search algorithms. So, and it's free. So when I go to a BNI group or a networking thing in the town, I offer everybody in the town to be part of our directory, and it's listed on our website. So I even have brokers now, a broker in Connecticut right now that uses it for up in Connecticut, and they add the link to their website. So that's a quick overview. If you go to Real Estate Town Advocate, there's a little page we built that kind of shows what we do and how we build it. There's a great little video from Gary Vaynerchuk, if you haven't heard of him. He spoke at Inman. This was right before COVID. And if you watch this video on Gary Vaynerchuk, you'll think he works for me. It was amazing. When we sat here listening to it, he was literally telling agents that you have to do this. You have to become the digital mayor of your town. And we literally had the platform built already. Now, the little twist that I want to share with you real quick, if I have enough time here, I know I got 10 minutes there, Deb, but when I first built this, my dream was to get agents to become the digital mayor. And I learned the hard way that agents don't necessarily have time or want to do what it takes. So we became a little frustrated, to be honest with you, as we were building this. And about a year and a half ago, we decided to try something that's turned out to be amazing. And it's something an agent can benefit, decide if they want to do or not. What we did is we turned around and looked for social media freelancers. And we basically brought them the community idea. And now we have social media freelancers working with agents. So the social media partners are running their town pages for agents. So it's kind of like you're building your built-in assistant. And some agents who have assistants, they become the social media freelancer to work the site. The site has tremendous value. There's two things. The other thing I thought about as we built this, if I were an agent, when Debbie said I've been doing it so long, that's why I have all these gray hairs. But when you go to retire, what do you have? You don't really have a retirement thing in real estate, right? I believe that if you build community websites, they're going to be very valuable. So at some point, somebody's going to want to take over those sites. I think this, in addition to generating referrals, has long-term lasting value for each of the members too. So that's a quick overview, Deb. I hope that was everybody got a little feedback on what we're doing. I'm happy to take some questions and go from there.
Yeah, Larry. So one question in the chat is, how do you keep them up to date? I'm assuming that means the businesses and stuff. How do you keep those up to date?
So it's up to each town has an agent. So that agent's job is we have a person that does the updating of the website, the ads, but there's really not a lot of work. The only thing that's really involved for the agent is maintaining the social media pages. All we want you to do each week is post to your town Facebook page, and we link Facebook and Instagram together. So We just need you to do a couple posts a week, either a new listing, a new house, feature a business. Just that all that has to really be done weekly is posts to Facebook. If you want to change your businesses, typically they'll do that once a month or once every 2 or 3 months or a quarter. That doesn't happen. So there's not a lot of work once the site's built to maintain.
So Rosa asks if the homes in your town name is taken, do you find something else effective to use?
Yes, we've actually what we've done is we this is happening now as we start to go around the country. We'll do homes in Houston TX, let's say, and tag the state at the end.
Excellent. And so I'm glad you said, going around the country, because I wanted to make sure that people knew it wasn't just in New Jersey. You can do this for them all over the country.
Yes, we have a couple agents who worked for me who ended up moving to different states, and they actually we have one in Arizona. We have a couple in Florida now. We're in Connecticut, so we're starting a little by little. Texas, we just did. We were working with a mortgage company actually down in Texas. They're looking to do a couple of towns there. So there's a whole way to partner with this with your mortgage partner, your let me just share the revenue side of this too, just so you know, because it's a moneymaker. So what we did, we again, this has been years in the makings. Okay, we did a whole bunch of stuff along the way, and the model we're at right now seems to work the best. But basically, we share either with the real estate agent or the social media influencer. It's one or the other that really runs the town pages. And we share the revenue that comes from advertising. Initially, we give it free to all the businesses. So when we build the initial site, we build it for free to all the advertisers. Nobody's paid anything. And what we do is we contact all those businesses and tell them that they've been featured on behalf of the agent. So it's a great way for the agent to go around town initially without having to ask for advertising. We found that some agents don't like asking for advertisements from their local businesses, but that's where that social media freelancer came in, because they had no problem and people were happy to be part of it. Because listen, if you're an active agent in the town, we get more feedback from businesses than we do from the actual agents. Don't realize how valuable it is. The other day we had cupcakes delivered. We must have posted something on a cupcake company, and they ended up shipping us cupcakes, thanking us. So the businesses love it, and it's a great platform to really connect in a community.
Excellent, Larry. So there's a question here about what is your view on LinkedIn?
LinkedIn, we use it. I'm not sure. I guess I use it to network with other business people. I'm not sure. It doesn't generate a lot of business for us.
Gotcha. All right. So anybody else have any questions for Larry? How does this link to our main site?
Typically, the only way it's funny, when we first talked about this, we actually thought about not even putting the agent's picture on the page. We actually, if you want to really be consumer centric, they avoid us online. Okay, I can prove. I do a home buyer seminar. I pull up a Google search and I ask people what they would click on. It's never an agent. Okay, try this one time. Go into a seller. This is to be my list. And by the way, I built this as a listing presentation, just so you know. I can go into a seller and say, listen, I can do the same thing every other agent can do, except I can feature your house on homesinKeyport.com, homesinNewJersey.com, and homesunitedstates.com, and nobody else can. Okay? And I can prove how I can get traffic to my social media pages, to those pages that typically people care more about their community, and they focus on local. So it's a great listing tool, and that's the reason that the initial reason we built it.
Excellent. So someone asked, what does it cost for me to hire you to set this up?
So initially it's $200 a month is the program for a page. But then once the revenue exceeds the $200 a month, all that revenue goes to the partner. So if there's an agent or a social media influencer, we have a girl right now, she's generating $1,500 a month from her page. We get 200, she gets 1,300.
And how can we use this on the Nextdoor app?
Uh, you know what? I'm not sure, to be honest with you. Um,
Okay.
I'm familiar with Nextdoor, but I'm not sure how you would use it there.
And this says, so we just need the domain. But Larry, have you already purchased like all of the domains?
Not
I,
all of them, but listen, they're available. It's like anything else. The homes in, and we own condos in too. So homes in and condosin.com is the main portal. We go there, and that's where it'll link out to the town pages. So we could actually create, one of the things we've talked about is doing subdomains with homes in. So you could do homesin.com/Houston, for example, homesin.com. So we've talked about doing subdomains too. The other thing that's really interesting is people say, well, how do people find your site? Because if you Google us, you're not going to find it, right? If you type homes in Houston, we're not going to be there. We do pay per click, Google pay per click, and we only pay for one search term, homes in Houston or homes in Keyport. And literally by noon every day, the money's gone. That's how much traffic you get to that search term.
excellent. So, Larry, if you'll drop your contact information in the chat, a couple of people want to chat with you.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
be happy to do that anytime. Even on our site, you can set up a calendar call and we'll walk you through it for sure. Thank you so
yeah,
much.
there's probably 4 or 5 people that have dropped in the chat that they're interested and want to talk to you about it. Excellent. So thank you, Larry, for sharing all of this with us. I'm going to stop the recording here. Here we go, right there.